why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it?
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men.
Man, this whole Shannon Sharpe mess just exploded even crazier than anyone thought. Katt Williams is now claiming he tried to give Shannon a heads up that this exact drama was on the way, but Shannon wasn't trying to hear it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play. I don't even want to talk about this, but the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying.
When Katt pulled up on Club Shay Shay last year, he straight up warned Shannon. Katt told him that being a black man in this industry, running reckless, not having self-respect, and letting his bedroom demons run wild could end up wrecking him big time. And guess what? Fast forward to now, and look where Shannon's at. Shannon's knee-deep in a wild $50 million lawsuit. An OnlyFans model is accusing him of doing some real grimy stuff when she was just 19 years old and he was 54. And get this, Shannon even admitted he was out here doing race play with her. Now the internet's side-eyeing him heavy, saying he messed up bad and probably threw away generational wealth over some sick fantasies and twisted habits. But it doesn't stop there. Things get even shadier. This lawsuit magically drops right when Shannon was about to secure a $100 million media bag. Like seriously, the timing is mad suspicious. Plus, just a few months ago, there were whispers that Shannon was working on bringing Katt Williams back for a second Club Shay Shay showdown. Now everybody's out here connecting the dots, asking the real questions. Was this lawsuit a random coincidence? Or are the industry gatekeepers trying to shut Shannon down for giving Katt Williams too much shine? But what exactly did Katt say that had people thinking he predicted all of this? Did Katt really warn Shannon that the same people smiling in his face would use his flaws to destroy him? Shannon Sharpe's world is unraveling fast. And now, it looks like Katt Williams saw it all coming. Katt tried to warn Shannon months ago. Clean up your act, tighten your circle, and stop giving the powers that be the ammo to take you down. But Shannon wasn't trying to hear it. Now, everything Katt predicted is unfolding. And here's the wildest part. If the higher-ups really did target Shannon, they didn't have to dig deep. Shannon handed them the dirt himself.
We didn't make it about race. Shannon Sharpe did when he started going to find 19-year-old girls and training them how to degrade him racially in the bedroom. When he continued a relationship with somebody that was talking about she wanted his black baby gravy and wanted him to put a big black baby in her. And that's just the text messages that he released. So I know it's some more nasty, weirdo stuff in there beyond that. That's what he felt safe to show us.
Just look at the explicit text he released, where his accuser talks about degrading him with race play. We're talking about a 54-year-old man letting a 19-year-old OnlyFans model treat him like some twisted fantasy.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Fans are calling it out for what it is: perversion, lack of discipline, and the exact kind of lifestyle the elites love to exploit when someone stops playing by their rules. To catch you up, on Sunday, April 20th, news broke that a woman going by Jane Doe filed a serious lawsuit against Shannon in Nevada. She's accusing him of assaulting her multiple times during a relationship that allegedly began after they met at a gym in LA back in 2023. Jane Doe is being represented by Houston-based lawyer Tony Busby, the same attorney who made headlines recently for filing a slew of lawsuits on behalf of Diddy's alleged victims and even tried to sue Jay-Z. Now, folks are connecting the dots and wondering, is this lawsuit against Shannon just a coincidence? Or is he being silenced by the gatekeepers for platforming someone like Katt? Did Katt really try to warn Shannon that the powers that be would use his own character flaws against him? Jane Doe is painting a chilling picture of how dark things allegedly got between her and Shannon Sharpe. She says it all started off consensual, but real quick, it flipped into a nightmare. According to her, Shannon, who was 54 at the time, met her in 2023 when she was just 19 and chased her hard until she agreed to date him. But once they got involved casually, Jane Doe claims Shannon started treating her like she was nothing but an object. She's accusing him of some serious stuff, choking her, threatening her life, secretly recording their private moments without her knowing, and even sending those videos around without her permission. Jane even claims Shannon said sick things like he wanted to ruin her so no other man would ever want her. That's some deeply disturbing stuff. And it only gets wilder! The lawsuit says Shannon somehow got into Jane Doe's apartment complex without her letting him in. Things hit a whole new level of scary one day when Jane says Shannon snapped on her, and during the whole scene, she noticed a gun just sitting out in plain view. Feeling like her life was in danger, Jane tried to share her location with her friends through her iPhone. But Shannon caught her. She claims the second he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, "If you ever do that again, I will effing kill you." That's terrifying. Jane says she tried to cut Shannon off after that embarrassing IG live slip last September where Shannon accidentally went live while chilling with another woman named Michelle. But according to Jane, Shannon wasn't trying to let her go. She claims that on October 6th, 2024, Shannon forced her to perform an act on him while she was crying. And the horror didn't stop there. Jane says he raped her again after that night, and then another time during a separate incident that allegedly happened in January 2025. This whole situation is looking darker by the minute, and the details coming out are shaking everybody up. The lawsuit straight up calls Shannon Sharpe something way worse than just a sports icon. It paints him as a deeply flawed, narcissistic man who's been using his fame, power, and influence for years to manipulate, control, and dominate women. Jane Doe is coming hard, saying she's ready to put an end to all this alleged behavior, and she's demanding a full jury trial and a fat $50 million in damages. When the lawsuit first hit the headlines, Shannon wasted no time firing back. He clapped back through his lawyer, Lanny Davis, dropping a public statement on social media. And in that statement, Shannon didn't just deny the claims. He exposed Jane Doe's real name. He revealed she's Gabriela Zuniga, a woman pretty well known online, especially on OnlyFans and Instagram, where she goes by the name She Is Carly. But hold up, it gets even messier. In his statement, Shannon didn't just deny everything. He also pulled out receipts, sharing some explicit text messages he claims Zuniga sent him. Only problem? Instead of helping his image, these messages blew up in his face. Fans were already side-eyeing him hard for messing with a 19-year-old at his big age. And now they're looking at him even crazier, after finding out he's deep into race play too. In the texts Shannon released, Zuniga allegedly said things like, "I want you to put a big black baby in me, and you better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life." Wild, right? Shannon's lawyer is calling the lawsuit a blatant and cynical attempt to shake Shannon down for millions. And he says the whole case is packed with lies, twists, and flat-out fake stories. But there's even more heat coming. Word on the street is that Tony Busby might drop a video recording soon, trying to spin a consensual encounter into something way darker. Shannon's team is scrambling to get ahead of it, insisting that everything between Shannon and Zuniga was fully consensual, part of a grown adult relationship packed with fantasy scenarios, role-playing, and wild language that Zuniga herself allegedly asked for. Shannon's lawyer came out swinging, saying Mr. Sharpe completely denies all accusations of coercion or misconduct, especially the heavy claim of assault, and he ain't about to roll over to what he sees as straight-up blackmail. But things are getting even nastier. Jane Doe dropped an audio recording, but Shannon's lawyer is now claiming that Gabriella Zuniga chopped and edited the clip like crazy to make Shannon look way worse than he really was. Meanwhile, Shannon himself hopped online and posted a video where he called the whole lawsuit a straight-up shakedown. He even accused Tony Busby of targeting black men, pointing to Busby's flop of a case against Jay-Z as an example. Shannon said Busby is out here trying to twist the media narrative and he's not having it. Shannon even announced he plans to sue both Busby and Zuniga for defamation. Things were already on fire, but then it got even messier. Turns out Shannon's own lawyer had to admit that earlier this year, Shannon actually offered Zuniga at least $10 million to make the whole mess go away. Yep, you heard that right. So on one hand, Shannon's out here calling Zuniga a liar and a scammer, but on the other hand, he offered her $10 million to keep quiet. If the whole story was fake, fans are asking, why not just hit her with a defamation lawsuit right out the gate instead of trying to pay her off? That move has people looking at Shannon sideways. And you know Tony Busby wasn't going to let that slide. He clapped back quick on Instagram, saying that Shannon's secret $10 million offer just proves he's scared she's got real receipts. Busby wrote, on one hand, Mr. Sharpe and his lawyers claim that Jane Doe's case has no merit. Yet on the other hand, they have now admitted that Mr. Sharpe offered Jane Doe $10 million in writing not to file her lawsuit. That is a true statement. Instead of taking the $10 million and moving on, Gabriella Zuniga decided to go full steam ahead with the lawsuit. Now, Shannon's team is out here trying to discredit her and even dox her. Shannon and his crew are also throwing shots at Tony Busby, just like everyone expected. But Busby says he's not fazed one bit. He made it clear. They're not backing down from this fight. But just when you thought this circus couldn't get any crazier, new reports popped up saying that Katt Williams allegedly tried to warn Shannon multiple times about his reckless ways. Katt supposedly pulled Shannon aside and told him straight up, your personal choices are gonna be the exact weapon the higher-ups use to take you down. Thing is, Shannon's name has been swirling in messy drama for years. From rumors about him being on the DL to accusations that he leaked his own private tape just to kill the gay rumors. But everything took a darker turn after Shannon gave a platform to folks like Katt Williams and Monique, both of whom have been loud about calling out the industry gatekeepers. And after putting people like Katt and Monique in the spotlight, it looks like Shannon put a big target on his own back. Word is, Katt warned him multiple times to clean up his act before it caught up with him. But Shannon didn't listen. Now it's all crashing down. His messy relationship with a 19-year-old OnlyFans model, the race play admissions, it gave the higher-ups all the ammo they needed to come for him. They didn't even have to make stuff up. He handed it to them on a silver platter. Fans are watching this unfold, and they're not exactly feeling bad for Shannon. A lot of folks are saying he should have listened to Katt from the jump and stayed far away from the shady Hollywood lifestyle. Unlike Katt, who moves in silence, keeps it private, and doesn't mess with industry parties, Shannon was out here wildin' like he was still 25, almost pushing 60. Fans aren't cutting Shannon Sharpe any slack right now. They're saying even if he didn't do anything criminal, and even if the industry did come for him to make an example, he still handed them the ammunition himself. Nobody forced him to mess around with a 19-year-old at 54 years old. Nobody made him get involved in wild race play fantasies either. Shannon made himself an easy target by moving reckless and not keeping his morals in check. One fan even said, the more that comes out about the Shannon Sharpe situation, the more I'm looking at Shannon sideways. Man is a damn weirdo messing with a 19-year-old at 54 and being into race play. Fans are dragging him heavy. Award-winning journalist Ernest Owens didn't hold back either. He posted, a 54-year-old black man was engaging in race play with a 19-year-old white girl. I'm not supporting Shannon Sharpe, period. The end. It's legal, but it's also disgusting. Whew, he didn't mince words. And it didn't stop there. Somebody else chimed in and said, time and time again, Shannon Sharpe just continues to prove Katt Williams' point with the "you have an unnatural allegiance to losers" energy. Fans are making it crystal clear. There's no saving Shannon's image after this. But now it's your turn. What do y'all think about this whole wild situation? Is Shannon being unfairly targeted? Or did he dig his own grave with his reckless choices? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for all the latest updates. I'll catch you on the next one.